What's up, everybody? Happy Win It Wednesday. It is your boy T with Q. I know it's been a while. And check this out. We are drinking some of this tea right here. I just got this tea. This is called Super Shroom Energy. It has a little bit of cordyceps and changa in it. So you know I'm about to be energized and focused. I already was sipping on the other one I had today. This one right here, right? This one helps with focus. This one helps with energy. But yeah, you guys, listen, want to come on here, talk about something I usually don't talk about. Um, saw the movie Disclosure, full disclosure, just last week, and I wanted to give you guys my personal opinion on it. Right now, if you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and go watch the movie, then come back to this video because I personally hate spoilers and I don't want nobody to spoil the movie for me. So if you don't care about that, stay tuned. If not, you've been warned. All right. So check this out, you guys. Um, Man, that movie made me so mad. That movie made me so mad, right? Only because for somebody that does watch the History Channel on YouTube, that does watch Billy Carson, and that is proactive with just researching, right? Looking looking ish up, basically, right? So at the very beginning of the movie, it was a lot of character development, right? Very long, very drawn out. And it made me think a couple of times. I was like, is this based on a true story? Like, why are they even doing this? Because the intention I had with going into this movie was just like, okay, this is full disclosure, right? We're gonna understand how long these aliens been here, right? What abilities have they been using telepathically, right, to communicate with certain individuals. Um, what have they been hiding in the government, right? And I get it, I understand it, right? Because when you're a military power and you don't want your enemies to understand like what you have, right? And all the technology and resources that you do have from this site, you wouldn't want to tell anybody anything. So I get it, I understand it, but whew, that movie, man, right? So Steven Spielberg showed the government hiding ships, right? But I was expecting like Billy Carson, History Channel type stuff. So let me connect the dots real quick because it's really short and simple, right? Because we all know a lot of movies are subliminal programs, right? So I went with the intention of understanding this. But just to connect the dot a little bit with this movie, right? The government doesn't just hide technology, right? They hide human potential. Drink my tea for that one. Check this out. If they admitted already in this movie, right? And we see this already on Instagram, already on YouTube, people in India moving things with their mind, right? Some of these kids have telepathy or heightened intuition, right? So this proves we all have untapped power. Every single last one of us have untapped power. Think about that, you guys. Really think about that, right? They kept the focus on the metal, right? The UAPs, the UFOs, but we all ignored the mind ourselves, right? So really think about that, you guys, because the best things in life are free, right? And if you're able to really lock in with your mind, you're able to detox your body, you're able to do the things that whatever the first thought that comes into your mind that is going to be impactful and beneficial to you, right? You're moving in love and light, right? It's almost easy to turn on these dormant things. Who said this before? I think it was Billy Carson. He said what 80% of our DNA is called junk DNA, but in real life, these are dormant DNAs to where we can switch them on to activate certain abilities, right? So this is all common knowledge now, you guys. Like you can look up any of this stuff. Hmm. So they ain't only hiding ships. They definitely hiding some of these kids with some real potential, you guys. And a lot of these kids, right? They're actually supposed to help us to kind of like be bridges to this new world, right? From what my learning and understanding is right now. So that way, I guess you won't have too much, or if you do have too much, right? Don't have too much ego with this, right? For me, being a seeker of knowledge, I'm always seeking knowledge. I'm always seeking how can I be better? How can I heal faster, right? stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. We talked about that for 5 minutes, right? AGI is here, everybody, right? I think this happened about like last week or a couple weeks ago. And people always argue if AGI like is real, right? And listen, I can break this down very simple. AI itself is just a pattern recognition, right? AI has been in your algorithms on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Whenever you want to play a movie on Netflix, right? Your recommendations on any particular type of apps. But AGI, you guys, AGI is basically like it masters every single expertise. It can master law, it can master science, and it can master science and bioengineering, right? But it still lacks goals and desires right now, right? So imagine this. AGI is like the brain, right? But no heart. This means your human desires, right, are now the most valuable currency on earth, right? What do you desire, right? So don't compete with AI, right? On intelligence, right? Compete with your intention. Like, what is your intention, right? The clearer intentional message that you can say to these large language models, the better output and the better responses, right? That you'll receive. So you bring the why, AGI will bring the how, right? And this touches on my third topic right now, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap that up because that was kind of quick. But Elon Musk, you guys, our first trillionaire in the world. How y'all feel about that in the comments? How y'all feel about that in the comments? Listen, I was watching another podcast before this, and they were getting into it. Democrats, Republic, right? But if we just look at it, right? If we just look at it like this, what is Q's takeaway? This is Q's takeaway, right? People with a victim mentality, right, will want to tax him, right? You see the reusable rockets, the Starlink for rural areas for kids, right? And you see the autonomous fleet of vehicles, right? Listen, for me, right, I would stop counting the zeros and I would start counting the problems that he solved, right? NASA couldn't even reuse any type of rockets. He did. The marketplace doesn't pay you for being smart, it pays you for reliving, it pays you for revitalizing suffering, right? So if you want wealth, don't chase money, chase the massive problems that pisses you off enough to fix it, right? So ask yourself, what really pisses you off right now, right? In this world, you can use artificial general intelligence, AI, and ask, right? Why is so and so like this, right? It will give you an answer. After the answer, it's also your responsibility to create something. You understand? Because these large language models will spit out whatever you say, but after that, you got to have some discernment to be like, okay, right? I had a problem, I got the answer. After I got the answer, how can I create the solution to help out other people in their elevation, right? So the marketplace is going to pay people that solve problems, right? For somebody that's been doing Herbalife for a long time, make sure you guys check out the team link in the description down below, right? I got paid only for helping out people get results, right? So old way of doing marketing, knocking on doors, right? Getting people to a workout, new way of doing marketing, doing Instagram ads, Facebook ads, yada, 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 right? Still solving an issue, solving a problem. People always want to do new year, new me. People always need somebody to keep them accountable. People need their problem solved in their life with their health, right? With their nutrition, right? So I say that to say, if you guys, right, are just counting his zeros, listen, just count the problems he solved, right? Then match him with those problems, right? It's never been easier to actually create and do something, right? But it's never been harder, for the human being? Why hasn't it never been harder? I'm gonna touch on that at the very end. Okay. All right. We got two more things to talk about today, you guys, and I'm gonna call it a day. Some good tea. So check this out. The wealth slash education gap right now, right? What does this really mean? So kids graduate with no clue what to do, and that's okay, right? I was the same one right after high school, right? They feel lost because the old system, college, a job, retire, it's dead, right? Your new job is building your own personal brand. 8 years, right? Why? Because when you build your brand, you don't need a gatekeeper, guys. You are the gatekeeper. You're not poor, you're just distracted from your own light. Think about that, right? Stop idolizing all these TV stars, stop idolizing Elon Musk, right? And idolize your own potential. You understand? When you focus on you and when you focus on your health, your gut health, your spirituality, right? The universe has no choice but to give you what you're giving to the universe, right? You receive that times 10. So if you're working out, you're eating healthy, right? You're searching, you're learning, you're doing everything you need to for yourself, you're going to get more good back into your life, right? It's that simple. I don't even want to over explain it, right? So let's bring all this together so we can close this up today, right? The world distracts you so you forget how powerful you are, right? Let's really understand that, right? From soccer games, basketball games, football games, boxing games, war, everything that is on your cell phone that is not meant to optimize your spirit, your health, right? Or your finances. Think about that. It's a distraction, right? The government hides aliens. AGI lacks desire. Elon builds systems, but none of that affects your daily life unless you realize this. You are already abundant. The only thing separating you from your dream is your awareness of who you truly are. Think about that. The world wants you asleep. This episode is for a wake up call, you guys. I want you to wake up. Check out my new song, Wake Up. I posted that the other week. You guys can check that out, right? But listen, you guys, there are too many distractions out there. And I love the acronym FOCUS, right? FOCUS, focus on course until successful. What is that one thing that you want to focus on? Is that the nice body in the gym, right? Is that getting closer to God? Is that reading your books? Is that studying something? Is that building something or creating something that your kids and your legacy will feel, right? So question yourself, connect the dots, right? Because all I'm doing right now with this episode with T with Q, I'm just connecting the dots. This is all for educational purposes, you guys. This is stuff that I've done my own research on. I just wanted to bring it to you, right? So if this has connected any of the dots for you, right, hit that like, hit the follow / subscribe button. Next episode, we're going to go deeper into HGI, human general intelligence, because unlocking the brain is way more exciting than building a robot one. Let's be honest. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace. Salute.